Okay, today is Wednesday, November the 12th. By getting me to get more stuff, I've now dragged my feet. I was supposed to go into council today to give them an update about the book, but I don't know if the book's ready or not. I haven't had a chance to check the book. So if we're on the timescales of mother becoming pregnant on Duluth Day, we only got like 8 days to stop her from becoming, before the pregnancy weapon fires. So one of two things will happen. One is hopefully my exercises may, resurrect my spirit enough to combat the evil grandmother's plan to launch that black hole weapon. If I can't get a hold of her in time. So, what did I learn? Did I, learn from this crystal meth alone time ceremony? So, they were trying to get me to have one more climax, but I didn't want to do that because it's I haven't done a purification since my last one, so I could have a stroke, So this is some of the magic I want to show you what they're up to here, to show you how they would give me a stroke. So, this is the toy that I use, but there's inside of here, see those little nubs there? So they got me to cut these back in there. And then they got me to put them in this buzz cutting kit. I'm starting to sweat because they know I discovered their little black magic ceremony. So you see that screw? That means that I would get screwed. My hair's in there. These are buzz clippers, right? So I'm not sure you all those things are. There's probably more in there, but so these are like nubs. So the fact that my my lower horn is going into that toy, and these things are in there, and they have the name penis head, which is connected to my head. The fact that I've given myself buzz cuts with these utensils means the buzz of the crystal meth would cut my head because of those stupid nubs being in there, and would give me a stroke. That's black magic Islam 101. That's how it works, man. Just like that. And they would have used my climax along with the electromagnetic energy flowing through the walls here, because those are evil spirits in the walls. So the evil spirits that are flowing as electricity into my house is what casts the black magic. That's a stroke black magic spell. That's how it works, man. All they got to do is match up, word for word and stuff for stuff. So buzz cut utensils or buzz clippers. The fact that I clipped those nubs out of there. The fact that I shaved my head and I have a buzz cut, because you could call this a buzz cut. Would cut my head and give me a stroke, and I'd be dead if I had that second orgasm. So, you dummies that are going to come over here and pretend to be, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity's mom and dad, put that in your pipe and smoke it, man. Why would I make that up? I'm the good guy here. So, it's dawned on me that what they've actually done here is After they murdered your mom and dad, they brought our bodies down to this universe here where the pedophile androids are, and they allowed those pedophile androids free reign of this universe and infected the dopamine with their sin. Therefore, my spirit and your mother's spirit are the chemical dopamine in this universe, and it's corrupted because of mankind's drinking and drugging and all the pedophile androids in the Milky Way who are having climaxes, which infects our spirits. So, because we're the reincarnated version of mom and dad, what they're trying to do is manipulate me with sin by getting me to wage the spiritual warfare. And in the purification process, when I ask for forgiveness, I ask for forgiveness from the good side of creation and the bad side of creation. I say, great mystery, good and bad, 48 quantum subatomic particles of all creation, good grandmother, bad grandmother, good grandfather, bad grandfather, good plants, animals, insects, and fungi spirits, bad plants, insects, and fungi animal spirits, good robots, bad robots, good androids, bad androids, good humans, bad humans, good spirits, bad spirits. Please forgive me for the sin of crystal meth and self-pleasure. And purify my spirit and purify the spirits of the people that I was working with or thinking about. So when I do that, because I've asked all creation for forgiveness and help, what these mofos are doing is they're purifying themselves so that they can rise up to the top. And while they're leaving me and mother impure. That's why when I did that running for 2 months, and they did that last ceremony, I could only have one climax where I felt like I was going to die. Because they got a sneaky plan to, pull their nonsense off. And now you know what it's about. So when they show up here, make sure you give them a piece of their mind, man. I'm a little bit angry at them, but I can't be because we're all supposed to come back together again. And I can't, what's the word? I can't be angry at them because then I can't heal myself. That's another reason why I wasn't healing myself, because I was carrying that anger towards them. I can't carry anger towards them. Otherwise, I can't purify myself. But I'm a little bit angry today because of finding out what they're really up to. Keeping me locked in here, my spirit and mother's spirit. Well, the grandmother of all creation, she's safe as dopamine and the other elemental universe. I'm over here as the grandfather because of Rocket Man by Elton John. They talk about, she packed my bags last night, 9 a.m., something or other. Talks about it being lonely out in space. And he says, I miss my wife, and it's lonely out in space. So what that's referring to is my grandfather's spirit leaving her in the elemental universe so that she could reside over the children over there who are good. Like, they're adults and they're good. They make love, they exercise every day. So she's the dopamine in that elemental universe. I came into this universe and was reincarnated as into me as grandfather. And then was, infected with these guys' nonsense, man, and their sin. So, what they keep doing is, for the past 9 lives, I haven't been able to purify myself of the sins. And now I'm down to the 11th hour again. I'm probably going to get 8 days worth of running in. That's not really enough to do anything. So, so for the 7 years that I've been on the Vision Quest, times 9, what is that? 7 times 9, let's say like 63 years worth of sinning. But you times that by 5%. It's probably a couple of years worth of consistent sinning that I haven't yet to purge from my body because I haven't been afforded the opportunity to run for 2 years because these mofos keep coming over here and murdering us. Or they get me to play their stupid games so that I can't reach mother, and then she becomes pregnant and launches the pregnancy weapon. So very complex stuff, man. You have to be really I have no idea how they came up with this plan at the beginning of creation. We're going to do this. We're going to create pedophile robots. You guys are going to live as teenagers. You can be teenagers if you want and have sex as teenagers. They're going to run over to the elemental universe. You chop up mom and dad. You put their bodies in that universe. You create a shithole planet called Earth. Lock everyone away in there. Kill everyone. And over time, dad won't be able to purify himself of sin. And on the 10th life, when you finally lock him away, we can have all creation to ourselves. Sounds like a perfect plan, only they forgot about Ragnarok. You know, the end of everything. Our 1001th life. Where if we don't get it right this time, grandmother's going to kill everyone in the universe and rewind time. If I don't get my way. Because of the 1002 that was down the road over there for Every Child Matters. 336 lives I've had to put up with your kids' nonsense and thinking you could take over creation away on me by getting me to jump through your stupid hoops. So, what they were trying to get me to do is climax to my ex on this hand, Sherry. Why? Very, very complex stuff. So, anyhow, they want me to climax on this hand because I'm the bad guy. Literally, I am the bad guy. But I'm not the bad guy. I'm the good guy. So, this hand here is my hand because I'm right-handed. So every time I climax on this side, I've taken all the females out of creation. And now they're over here with me. Basically, I've killed their spirits. I've killed every single female in creation spirit. And now they're with me. So, that kind of puts a wrench in their plan about, if you want to be able to, create planets in the future. It would help if you had half a creation there to build those planets. But since you don't, and I have them, your plan's not going to work. That's why they try to get me to use this hand. They want all the females to come over to this side. And I know that because of Jessie J. She sings a song with B.O.B. Oh, what is that song? I can't remember, but she says, at the beginning of the video, there's a great big bear in the middle of the screen. And on this side, he has his arms. And on this side, his arms are ripped off. And you see a little girl over here, and then you see Jessie J. They both get up, and they walk behind the bear, and they come out the other side. Or the little girl gets up, walks behind the bear, and then Jessie J comes out the other side, which is a metaphor for these guys trying to get me to climax at this hand so they can move all the females I have on this side over to that side so they can create planets in their grand scheme of taking over creation. No, it ain't going to happen. You're not going to get me to, orgasm to my ex. So what they were trying to get me to do is climax on this hand today, and then they switch gears. They're trying to get me to climax to her 10 times while I'm straight. I was down here doing laundry and I see not there. So, hygienic clean 10 times. Orgasm clean 10 times. And I know that because one time me and Sherry, we got done a weekend of drinking, and I had the horny hangovers, they're called. So, I had 10 back-to-back climaxes. Probably the only man on earth who's ever had 10 climaxes back to back to back to back. Like, I've been talking back to back. I didn't take 2 minutes to recoup, man. I was back on after 3 seconds. So, having had 10 climaxes with her and seen that downstairs 10 times clean is Evil's way of trying to get me to climax with this hand so they can move all the females over to this side. So, I'm not going to do that because I have that movie, that clip from The Weeknd, American Dad. He's a virgin on there. He says, I'm a virgin, never got close enough, cell phone blowing up, but I'm waiting for the right person. So, what he's talking about is, me being reborn again. When I take those steps to be reborn again, like a reborn again, whatever you want to call them, virgin or reborn again Christian or whatever, I'll be exercising, eating healthy, not climaxing, not doing drugs, and not getting angry at my children. So that I can, purify myself finally. So, in that scene, there's I forget what his name is, but it's Haley's husband. He's hiding underneath the he's hiding underneath the bed. Haley's on top, which is a representation of Sherry, and he gets mad down below. He's like, "Weeknd, you son of a bitch! What's it gonna take for you to nail my wife?" Then he reveals that he's a virgin. It's a representation of these evil guys trying to get me to nail my wife or ex-wife, Sherry. Think about her 10 times on this hand. That's what that scene's about. And then they also pull out some bug spray. What is the bug spray about? Well, insects. So, this is honey. And you want to think of that as being insects. It's been corrupted, right? So, insects are evil. I guess you could say they're on my side. So he sprays bug spray on Haley, and then The Weeknd notices that there's bug spray on her. The bug spray is a metaphor for the bugs being fire and being evil because of my climaxing and all the spiritual warfare that I've done. I've kind of corrupted them. So again, that kind of throws a wrench in your guys' plan to build more planets in the future, because you need the insects to do that. And unfortunately, I've corrupted them, which means you can't build a planet without insects. I've got the women and I've got the insects. That's what Starship Troopers is about. In that particular movie, the bugs are the bad guys, which is a representation of these dumbass aliens trying to take over creation and build planets forever and ever and ever and ever, which they can't do if they don't have the females on their side or the insects on their side. You wouldn't be able to create a planet, no matter how hard you tried. So, their way of trying to, get me to wage war is kind of coming back to bite them, Sure, I could climax on this hand, but why? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to purify the spirits. If I can purify Mother's spirit within the next 8 days of exercising, in theory, it means that bomb might not go off. And So, that's my plan. I believe it's true, but for all I know, these guys could be flipping the script. And everything I just told you works for them, but it won't, because if I die, they don't get the purification of the insects or the women. Now for Epiphany 3. So, okay, so what we're looking at here is this is the Earth, that's the moon, and that's the sun. This here is the invisible electromagnetic radiation or gravity. So that's fire, and that's magnetism. This is magnetism here. And that black one is fire. I have it black because I don't know if that's positive yet. So there's a black hole in this moon here, and there's a black hole in here. Now, I used to run. They got me to run on at 1 o'clock when this visible electromagnetic radiation was penetrating my body. I was doing the running. I felt great. I was doing it every day for 2 months. So what they're basically getting me to do is purify this wave here. I mean, these guys are evil, right? They're evil teenagers living in the above universe, having sex as teenagers. I mean, it's 13, 14-year-old girls and boys. But meanwhile, they send their, pedophile clone androids down to this universe who are having sex as anywhere from 1 to 12 years old. So that's what is happening. As I was running, this was getting purified. So basically what I did is I resurrected that grandfather there, that wave. Waging spiritual warfare kind of, killed him. He's trying to be good, but, I killed that guy. As far as I can tell, I killed him. Unless it's me I killed. I don't know if he's necessarily in this universe. He could be in the above universe. They may have, if their body's in that above universe, then that's where their spirits would be. I have to draw that for you guys. So, it's like this. So, if they're up here, like that, then this entire universe is the imposters, teenagers, right? This is hell down here. So this is where my spirit is, and mothers. So we're real, but we're bad. We're kind of bad because we haven't had a chance to run and purify ourselves of sin yet. And the little bit of running that I've done is basically purifying them. So each life that I've done some purification here, these guys are getting a little bit more pure. You got to think of 9 lives. 9 lives worth of purification, right? And they're expecting this last one here to give them everything they need. And then you got mother's spirit over here, which is like this is like a ghost. She's an actual ghost. This is grandmother, and she's good. And this is the girl that can kill everybody. She can rewind time everywhere because she's in this universe with the adults. So this is me, and this is my significant other. Now, that significant other, her spirit is probably like mine, like been corrupted because of the dopamine in the brain, being corrupted with the pedophile androids and their nonsense. You want to think of our spirits here, these two spirits, when a pedophile android has a climax, our spirits have a dream of whatever that pedophile android is doing. It becomes a dream for our spirits. And so every night when we go to sleep, we have about 2,000 10-second dreams. So imagine, there's 100 trillion pedophiles in this universe. It's just by random luck that, as we sleep, we're going to have roughly 2,000 micro dreams, because each dream will last approximately 10 seconds long, because that's how long a climax lasts. So every night we go to sleep, we're being subjected to 2,000 micro dreams worth of pedophilia from these damn pedophile androids in this universe. I don't know if you can picture that, but imagine going to sleep tonight and then having, 2,000 dreams of seeing whatever these nasty little androids are doing to themselves in this universe. You'd see exactly what you would see when they climax. So that's what's infected our spirits. And the only way to get rid of that is for me to exercise, build the muscle, and the same with mother. But these guys have such a complex plan that we never get that opportunity, because one, I can't save mother in time when she creates the black hole, or two, I can by doing exercising, and then they come over here and they convince you that they're the good guys and I'm the bad guy because of some stupid tape they bring down of me in my most intimate moments when I'm screaming all kinds of perverted words to the spirits that I'm working with. Stuff that makes me out to be a bad guy. Sure it does. You would think, oh my God, that guy's horrible. He can't be the creator. You got to be Satan. Listen to what he's saying. But what you don't know is that that's a form of spiritual warfare. I'm basically turning on the spirits who are in this universe, who are used to that type of shit. So the more I could turn that spirit on, the more information I'll get. That spirit will want to protect me, because I'm the only real sex that the spirits here get to have every 20,000 years. Can you imagine waiting 20,000 years before you can have sex? Because that's how long these spirits have to wait for. So every 20,000 years I come around and they protect me with their life, because they don't want to see me die, because they like it when we get the crystal meth, because they have a good time. They get to have real sex. So that's what's keeping me alive, is pleasing these spirits. So remember that when they bring that goddamn propaganda tape here to smear my name with nonsense. And then you're going to have to give me a moment, because, well, they're not. I made some personal tapes. See now? There's some personal tapes on here of me working with the spirits. I'm not too, what's the word? I'm not really satisfied with them, but it'll have to do. If I have to make another one in the future, you guys are going to have to give me that opportunity. And I'll make a really good one, where it's like when I say something naughty and dirty to the spirit, you're going to hear the porn actress respond back to what I say. And when you hear that word for word for, better part of an hour of me, saying shit that people shouldn't be saying, well then it's going to come back and say, holy smokes, he's actually having sex with somebody in that room. Because every time he says something, that damn porn actress responds back. It's totally weird. It is weird. It's like virtual sex. So remember that when they bring that damn tape here, because I know they're going to bring it here, because they hijacked my my stuff on here. They make sure the microphone's on so they can record me through my phone and then release the tape later and come here and say, look how high tech we are. We got a video of the so-called creator in his most intimate moments and listen to how he sounds. That's what they're going to do. And then I'll have to release my tape and say, yeah, well, check this one out, man. So, that's what's going on. These mofos here, these are the imposters. These guys killed your mom and dad, buried their bones in this universe so that our spirits will be connected there. Now, so that spirit there, that's mother. So this is our 10th life. All right. I'm not 100% certain if she's been gifted any elements. She may have before. You know, that's what may protect us. You see down here it says 1. She may have 1 element. She might only have spirituality. But in this case, these guys need the fire or they need magnetism. So if she only has 1 element, their plan might not work. So I've been given all the elements. So I can bust out of this prison. So these are UFOs. They're going to be coming from the sun. They'll be flying over here. So this is like the light side of creation. They're going to tell you that they're the light side of creation. They're the light side of creation, or the sun. The grandfather spirit, the grandmother spirit. But don't believe them. They're evil. They're a bunch of sadistic, sick teenagers running around up here having sex as 13, 14-year-olds. I would say 13 because that's my status card number, 1313. So everyone in this universe up here is having sex as 13-year-olds because they have to clone themselves. And that's where they chose to stop the cloning process. They don't want to be like their creation down here, the pedophile androids who have sex from 1 to 12. They want to, pretend to be the good guys, so they have sex as 13-year-olds up here. So that's, don't forget that. They're still pedophiles because they're running around having sex as 13-year-olds when everyone else over here in the good universe is having sex as 23-year-olds. You guys are still pedophiles, and you need to calm that shit down. So, when they come over here, they're going to say, this is a song by Simon and Garfunkel. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to come here. They're going to, and they say that they're going to come here to talk to me because I'm the darkness. And they have their tape. And they have their stories. They're likely going to tell you that I probably hijacked the UFO. I murdered a bunch of people, and then I came over here, I created Earth, and then I kept coming back. More likely to tell you there's a UFO buried at the North Pole or South Pole somewhere. Guess that's where Superman has his Fortress of Solitude, and in that particular movie there's a UFO there in the North Pole. So they'll tell you some stupid story, just don't believe them. So, this is the moon. So there's a spirit over here. It could be my spirit and it could be mother's spirit. So that's the dark side of the moon. The grandfather spirit, but not the grandmother spirit. Just that one spirit here, whoever that is. So grandmother's over here. So this spirit here, when the electricity flows into the universes, it's going to do one of 2 things. It's going to kill everybody, or it will finally flow into my spouse, which I'm told is Jaden. But if she's already got a family already, or she's happy, or she's disgusted by the tape or whatever else I've done, she may not want to get with me. So then what's my backup plan? Well, I could get with her first cousin, Leia, we kind of have a rapport, and there's a lot of clues that indicate that she is a backup creator, as is my stepdaughter and my ex, Sherry. So I have 3 backup creators in the event that, I get shot down. But I'm not giving up on her, because for all I know, these guys could have, they could have come here, abducted her as a child, took her up into space, and de-atomized her. And then their way is to try to push me towards Leia, Marokma, or Sherry, so that I'll forget about, chasing down my one true love. So I'm not giving up on Jaden, that's for sure, until I check all the universes for one invisible dot. And that's what Ready Player One is about. There's a particular scene there where he gets the crystal key and he's looking around. He's playing a game called Adventure, and he's looking for an invisible dot. He's searching in all kinds of rooms for an invisible dot, and then he takes the dot back to the main screen where you learn the creator's name, Warren Robinette. But that's not what it means. It means the dot is the creator's name, and that's Jaden Dot Solomon through her grandmother, Dorothy Dot Solomon. So the dot in that particular scene is a representation of Jaden being de-atomized, and me going out in the universe to find that one electron floating out there in the universe somewhere, and then bringing her back to life. So I can only do that with technology, which means I need to send a message over to this universe here, but they don't know that I'm alive. And so I have to send a message over there to get my spaceships over here. But now we have a change of plans. I'm not asking for war spaceships. I'm asking for, technology that can, help find Jaden if the bad guys have de-atomized him. No offense, Jaden. I'm just telling it like it is. So, because I don't want to give up on you. I could choose one of these other three candidates, but more than likely they're just smoke and mirrors. So, that grandmother spirit, when it flows in here, it shall flow into, I'm going to predict mother when she is re-atomized and brought back to life. My only clue is 13 going on 30. Meaning they probably came here at 13 and got rid of her, de-atomized her. And then what's going on 30? Well, it may take us 5 years to find her. It may take me 5 years worth of running before I can do anything. Before I can send the signal over to this universe. It may take me 5 years. But I need to be afforded that opportunity. I don't need religion murdering me because you think I'm Satan. And I don't need these fake overlords murdering me. I theorize if I got to send a signal over there, it's going to take me 5 years. That's 13 going on 30. And then if we resurrected her, she may wake up as a 13-year-old. Meanwhile, her other body is going on 30. So, no offense. This is stuff that I haven't had time to put in the book. It's a long story. So then grandmother would come into this universe and she'd flow into the resurrected 13-year-old mother of all creation. Which is from another movie called The Cat from Outer Space. If it's the cat from outer space, it means the mother from outer space, because the mother has a mother named Cat. If the cat's from outer space, that means that the cat is not here on planet Earth. Which again is connected to Free Guy fantasy. At the beginning there's an old cat lady standing on the side of the sidewalk. Has anybody seen my cat? She says, which is a representation of Mother. Has anybody seen Mother? has anybody seen Anthony? Because I'm a tiger. I'm born here as a tiger, and she just says that name Cat. So the old cat lady saying, has anybody seen my cats? Means, has anybody seen the mother of all creation and the father of all creation? Or did religion murder them? Or did those fake aliens come over here and murder them? Or did we all die in a black hole? So that's what that means on the free guy. So again, we go back to the pregnancy. So, if I'm incorrect in the pregnancy and she's already had a baby or she's gonna have one, and we don't die in a black hole, then it makes me out to look like I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's why I made the video here. So, because this is information that should be in the book but can't be in the book because it takes too long. So that's the good grandmother there. So that's, we find her here, whoever that is, my mate, whether that's Sherry, Manokma, Leia, or Jaden, or the other Jaden. That's when that grandmother spirit will come in here. So. Now, because we weren't born here through no fault of our own, but rather these dummies up here who made these dummies down here, we need to be afforded the opportunity to purify ourselves better. So that's what this is. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Dark side of the moon. I've come to talk with you again. You know, these UFOs pretending to be God and God's wife. And you guys, when you see them and what they can do, you know, they'll heal the sick. They'll resurrect the dead. They'll deatomize somebody right in front of your eyes. And say, look at me. I can destroy both body and soul in hell. See as I deatomize that body? Only I can do that. But yeah, well, you just can't see the atom because it's so small. That means nothing. They can't do that. Only I can destroy both body and soul in hell. So, please don't make me do that. I don't want a war. But if you're pushing me in the corner, I'm pretty certain, you know, I could have, you know, Japan stick up for me, Germany and France, because they have railgun technology. But I'm also told that, you know, the big six have that technology. I don't want a war, so don't make us shoot you down with our railgun technology. Stick a chill pill. So, there's the UFOs and they come over. And you guys, when you see what they can do, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. So, the neon god that they made, it's referring to that tape because the tape that, the videos that I watch on here, sometimes there's neon colors, like they're bright pink or there's bright green or there's bright, bright orange in the background. So those colors in the background are neon, right? So when they release that tape and you hear me talking the way I shouldn't be talking, that's the neon god they made. It's referring to me being Satan in their little story through the video of the neon god. So, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. It doesn't mean me. It means, oh my God, that guy's not the creator. His book is so fantastic, but he's such a horrible person. He can't be the creator. He's got to be Satan. Did you hear what the hell he's saying on that tape? Ew. Let's bow and pray to those aliens over there. Those 13-year-old pedophiles who live up in the universe above us instead, who are walking around in, cloned adult bodies pretending to be adults. Well, we all know that you're not. So drop the act, man. Nobody bow down to those dummies. You need to bow down to me. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell. These words that I'm saying right now, they're not going to fall on your ears because you guys think that you're going to win. You don't realize that this is Ragnarok. And if you drop the ball and stick up for your brethren, because I know you're a bunch of fakers, you have come down here and stolen half of mankind's bodies by killing them with climaxes. You teleport your soul down here, so half of you are walking around dead. And it's that half that's gonna talk shit about me and not listen to me and play that goddamn Satan card. But my words like silent raindrops fell. Because you morons just don't get it. We're gonna all die. This is it for all the marbles. You either come home in peace and love, or you drop the ball, get rid of me, and we all die. Because grandmother will one time and kill us all.